I'd like to bring up Lisa Stroop from the American Red Cross to talk about some disaster recovery resources.
So I'm the director for Red Cross of Central and Eastern Oregon, and those of you that were here last time heard about my fondness for Grant County, and I have to be honest, this event has really changed the way I feel about all of you. I'm positively blown away. Motivated, inspired. I have never worked with a community that has mobilized so quickly and so efficiently to help each other. I hesitate to say this because there's city people in here, but sometimes at our meetings we talk about the difference between rural environment and city environment and how things are thought about differently. But I have to tell you, my phone's been ringing off the hook all day long. I haven't not heard from at least one county in this state from people that want to help you. So you're not forgotten. People care about you. They want to help you. So in that light, you have some folks out at the fairgrounds, and if you go out there and you see any of those ladies and gentlemen, you owe them a handshake and a thank you because they've been working their tails off and they've done a lot of good stuff out there. We recognize this is still a very active event and changes could occur, and these folks are going to be working hard for a long time. But Red Cross and your community partners have decided to start the recovery process. It's time to start taking some of those initial next steps and thinking about what we're going to do. In a few weeks, we're all going to send our kids to school, and then the air's going to get crispy, and we all know what comes after that. So let's get a move on, and here's what we have on the menu for you guys to partake in. If you have a pen and a paper, I'd ask you to write some of this down. If you don't have a pen and a paper, you can catch any of us after the meeting, and we'll get you the info. First of all, go to the fairgrounds and partake in what they have there. They have all your basics needs taken care of there, plus a huge list of resources. Resources beyond what you could imagine. If there's some oddball thing that you need that has resulted from this disaster, you go out there and ask them for it. People have come forward and provided all kinds of services. Please don't be too proud to go out there and ask for help, because these people have worked really hard to provide that for you. If you are in the canyon and you have a house that's been damaged or destroyed, you're going to see Red Cross herbs around. There's those trucks that look like ambulances. They're full of hardware and equipment for those families. So sometimes you're going to see them parked up at the roadblocks. So for those of you that are getting escorted into your properties, you can stop there and get supplies. Or as we go through the week and we're doing different recovery services, you're going to see those herbs parked around. So if you're one of those families, make sure you stop there and let them know your address and your name and get your load of cool tools and equipment. There's quite a bit of good stuff in there. We're going to start what we call a MARC, M-A-R-C, Multi-Area Resource Center. And that's going to start on Thursday from 10 to 2 right here in the high school. We're going to bring in quite a few of the local folks that those of you that have been affected probably want to talk to. So insurance, power, they have quite a few coming in. I want to thank Kathy over here. She did a great job. The county records are going to be there. A lot of people lost their documents. You need documents to be able to file claims and move forward and to take some of these next steps. You're going to have county planning there. There's going to be a lot of issues for those of you moving forward with that department. OTEC will be there. Health services will be there. The pharmacy will be there. For those of you that are on regular meds and lost a lot of things in the fire, that might be a service that you need to talk to. DOJ might be there. The Red Cross will be there, as well as your folks from the fairgrounds with a list of resources for you. In addition to the Red Cross being there during the MARC event, we're also going to be at the LDS Church tomorrow from 1 to 4. And so if you know families that have been affected, or you are one of those families, I would ask you to come there and work with the Red Cross. We're going to start our recovery services tomorrow from 1 to 4 at the LDS Church. And it's important for you to come there and get signed up and get involved in that, and let us help you start to take those next steps. All right. I think that's enough for